Hey guys, what's good? It's boy Trevor, and in this video, I'm breaking down my project bands, which is my trading signals group that's different as it's built on consistency and long-term profitability as opposed to just hype. Because I do believe your account deserves more than just some random entries. Every trade I drop on there is real and backed by solid analysis. You definitely want to stick around as well to the end of this video because I'll be showing you the breakdown of the trade I took. In fact, two trades I took on USD and it's a very, very interesting breakdown. Yeah, let's get it. So I've been in this game for a while, not just trading, but really studying what works and most importantly, what doesn't. Trust me, I've blown accounts, jumped in trades I had no business being in, or sat through drawdowns that had me questioning everything. But I stuck with it because I knew this game was something that could be learned. And now, project bands is a result of all that experience. I created a signal group with just one clear goal in mind: profitability. Not hype, not luck, real setups, real structure. Because starting out in Forex can be overwhelming and very, very challenging. The charts, the terms, the analysis, it's a lot. That's why this project is me reaching back to help you on your own journey to consistency, or else as just a side gig for some passive income, if that's what you want. Now, if you're new to all this, you don't have to be scared. A signal is just simply a trade idea. A trade idea is sent out to you, telling you what to trade, how to trade, when to trade, and all that. All you have to do is to be in the project and have apps such as Telegram, MT5, and an account created on Xness, which will be our official broker. You can create an account with the link in this video's description. So in the description of this video just below, you can create an account with my link. And listen, I'm not just talking about copy-paste trades with no context. These are highly probable setups with full parameters, which includes the entry levels, stop loss levels, and as well multiple take profit levels, and sometimes even some market context when needed. So I'll be explaining the trades to you, like this is where we're taking trades and all that stuff when needed. That way, even if you're still learning, you can trade with confidence while you're picking up knowledge along the way. The signals are structured to help you execute clean, manage your risk tightly, and actually understand why these trades make sense. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about catching pips. It's about developing the mindset and discipline to stay in the game long term. This is something not everyone talks about, and having been in a lot of signal groups when I was coming up, I know these things firsthand, and this is definitely something you need on your own journey. Now, inside project bands, it's not just signals, the structure. You are not paying for signals alone. You're also getting access to a complete system designed to help you think, trade, and grow like a disciplined trader. You're going to be getting precise entry points, no chasing trades or late entries. Each signal is coming with a defined entry zone, a stop loss level, and as well multiple take profit levels too. So whether you scalp or swing or day trade or whatever, you have clear zones to work with. I share clean setups that align with market structure and the higher time frame bias in total. These are not just random buy and sell calls. These trades are filtered through high probability plays with solid logic backing them up. At the start of each week, I'll be dropping a full market outlook, which players I'm watching, when I'm watching them, and what conditions I want to see before I strike. This helps you keep aligned with market momentum and removes that feeling of always second-guessing your trades. This is what I like to do, and this is what I'll be doing for you. And as always, the market doesn't always move as expected. So when key levels shifts or new opportunities show up, trust me, I update the group. You are not left hanging, you're staying in sync with the flow. You also get tips on how to size your trades, manage your risk, and stay emotionally grounded while trading. Because really, trading isn't just about setups, it's about how you handle them when the pressure hits. It's not noise, it's not spam. This is real trading, this is real people. This is boy Trevor's project bands. Inside project bands as well, you're surrounded by traders who are committed to getting better, whether you are learning or already seasoned. Bet me, you'll go faster when you're in the right environment with the right people. Now let's talk some numbers. This is going to blow your mind totally, trust me. Access to project bands just 5,000 naira per week. 5,000 naira, that's around $4 per week. Yes, 5,000 naira per week. And other payment durations can as well be hopped on. Let's be honest, 5,000 naira is less than what you lose on a bad setup. you had no business being in, a bad trade you shouldn't have taken at all. I mean, it's way, way, way cheaper than a losing trade. I'm not asking you to be committed for a year. I'm not asking you to be committed for a full month, but just a week at 5,000 naira. If the value speaks to you, and I'm very, very confident it will, you can stay for longer. And if not, you walk. It's that simple. With just a fee of 5,000 naira, trust me, you literally have nothing to lose. Payments are going to be made directly to a bank account, which I'll provide to you once you reach out to me. So if you're ready to lock in, reach out to me with just a tap on the WhatsApp link in the description below, and let's get started, boy. This group isn't just about dropping entries, it's about building understanding, confidence, and most importantly, profitability. You are not just getting signals, you're getting access to a trader who actually understands the why behind the market's moves. Every trade I send out to you will be backed by structure, clean technicals, and most importantly, proper risk management. And if you're ever confused about how to use the signal apps that I mentioned earlier, the MT5, the XNS, everything, or how to follow up my trades correctly, which I'll be giving out in project bands, that's where this my YouTube channel comes in. I'll be uploading tutorials on how to navigate our signal platforms. I'll be teaching you how to follow the trade calls right away, and most importantly, educational content, Forex tips, and also I'll also be uploading in-depth trade breakdowns on here that will help sharpen your edge as a trader as I attempt to simplify Forex. So, whether you are new to the markets or you've been at it and you want more consistency, Project Bands gives you both the real-time signals and education here on my YouTube channel to help you go into a more confident, consistent, and profitable trader. Now, if that sounds like what you've been missing out on, hit the WhatsApp link below again in the description to lock in your spot, and let's run it up together. Now, before I wrap this share up, let me show you what kind of setups I'll be actually sharing inside Project Bands. So I'm going to be breaking down a couple of trades I took on USDPY recently, show you the full structure, why I entered, where I set my stops, the TP levels, and overall how you played out throughout that day. This isn't just theory, this is exactly how we'll be moving inside the group, inside Project Bands. So whether you're just curious or ready to join, this next part will give you a real taste of how Boy Trevor trades, how you'll be trading to me, and as well, I'll be attaching trade receipts to the end of this video, showing that it's real stuff, no fugazi. Let's hop into the charts. All right, so this trade was on USD and on the higher time frames, price had expanded so aggressively, as you can see, throwing all of these moves here. Price had expanded aggressively. So naturally, we began to see a range form. As always, after an expansion, the consolidation is expected. But what really caught my eye was the inefficiency left behind over here on this day. Was this little inefficiency left behind over here? And also this clear liquidity trap sitting right here. Yeah. So we had also liquidity sitting right below this level from the day before. Yes. So I was drawn to these two ideas these two patterns for my trade idea. So the liquidity sitting over here, and then the loss of inefficiency right below here. So this trade was taken on the 15th of April. Now heading into London on this day, of April, price made a sharp move above this high, which was actually inducement. So you can see price moving sharply above this high. As you can see, you see these quick spikes. This was the classic liquidity grab, clearing out the early sellers right here. Right after that, we began to get strong rejection candles. So you had one rejection here, had another rejection here, and then we had a clean break of structure right here. Let me put that in red just so you can see it. Okay, so again, heading into London on this day, being the 15th of April, you see price making a very strong move right above this high right here. This was just a classic liquidity grab, clearing out the early sellers, and that was evidence because of how we began to see what see rejection candles begin to form after price are taking out the high. Began to see rejection candles forming here, and also then forming right here. And finally, we get a clean break of structure. For me, that was my confirmation. So what did I do? I entered shorts based on the last consecutive up move just before this down push. So the last consecutive up move. So that move that is that last move that went into the liquidity right before the break of structure, which indicates a change in the state of market behavior. Meaning we are no longer looking for impulsive up moves like we're doing here. This break of structure here lets me know that, okay, following the rejections we've been saying, this now indicates to me a change in the state of delivery, or CIDS for short, a change in the state of delivery. So I entered shorts based off of this last bullish push right here. To me, that was the other block. Because really, another block is just simply the last consecutive up move into liquidity level, or the last consecutive down move into liquidity level. So I enter right there after we got that break of the other block right there. I put my stops just a little bit above this high here, and I was targeting that trap from the day before, if you remember, which is right here, and also looking to go deeper into the inefficiencies sitting over here. So that was my trade. Ran for a quick 1:3 really. This got smashed in less than a couple of minutes. Super clean setup, and honestly, that wasn't all. UG was cooking again, and of course, I had to catch that one too. So New York opens around here. So New York opens by 1 o'clock. So New York opens around here. But leading into New York, what we could see was this high created just before New York opened. So New York opens by 1 o'clock and then closes by 9 p.m. While I think London opens by 8 o'clock in the morning, then closes by 4 p.m. So this was our New York and London overlap. And just heading into the New York open, which is by 1 o'clock, we saw a clear high created. For me, this was sessional liquidity. Right? This was sessional liquidity, sessional buy-side liquidity. Don't forget, because the day was already showing bearish intent. I also posted this setup on my WhatsApp status, pointing out this high right here as a clear liquidity point. And sure enough, you see price tapping into it over here. Then came the shifts. Began to see the rejection candles. Began to see the clear momentum change over here. And then finally, we had a valid break structure right here. So again, as usual, what was I looking out for? The last consecutive up move just before the down move. But in this case, I entered at the sessional liquidity itself. So I traded this base as a retest after we're taking out this liquidity level. So I had my entries right at this sessional liquidity, and I had my stops right above the high. Again, what was the idea behind this trade? The day was already showing us bearish intent. We had inefficiencies from previous day. Heading into New York, we left the high that really to me was buy-side liquidity, sessional buy-side liquidity, just as we headed into New York. New York opens, and then we see price coming in to take out that level. Again, I shared this trade on my WhatsApp group, highlighting this high as what I wanted to see get taken out, and sure enough, we did. Right after we're paying the high, you can see the clear momentum shifts. There came the idea for this sell setup, the clear momentum shifts, the break of structure, and as well the rejection candle. This was literally a bearish engulfing candle. That was all I needed to see. That was my light bulb moment to go in shorts. How did I go in shorts? I treated this as a retest. So the same price I cleared this high, looking value structure and giving me rejection candles along with inefficiencies along the way. I had to retest that level where the sessional liquidity was grabbed from. So I got in this trade, had my stops just above this high right here, and just above this high right here. Yes, right here. And I was targeting again the inefficiencies from the previous day along with what our external liquidity over here in this current day. This is where things got tricky, to be honest. I forgot about spread widening as Sydney was approaching. So price tapped into my stop loss by less than a point over here. So my broker, we had that tap into my stop loss by less than a point over here. I know it sucks, but yeah, it happens. This was a very, very valid setup. And as you can see, price literally ran to our take profit levels. This was a very valid setup as usual, but it was just poor timing with the spreads. You know, every trade isn't just about the results, it's about the execution and consistency. So this one just reaffirmed my bias in my process. Next setup, definitely, you know, I was definitely going to be sharper. This is what you get to take part of inside project bands. Solid risk management and overall profitability at the end of each week. This loss over here was not even up to 1/10 of my account. I didn't even get one fifth, sorry, one over 20 of my account. It was just a very minor loss. And overall, you could see price delivering to that our target impressively. Smashed it. This is what you get in project bands. Trades back to solid risk management and overall profitability at the end of each week. So you see, the key to both of these trades here wasn't just luck, it was structure. I waited for price to come to me over here, like I explained. Also making this call on my WhatsApp status, posting about it. And then I followed my plan exactly. That's the kind of patience and patience and process I focus on inside project bands. No hype, no guesswork, just high probability moves. And yeah, that's it for this video. If you found this valuable and you want more breakdowns of this and real-time trades, you know what to do to get into project bands. I'll see you in the next one, and until then, stay safe and good trading.